Alright, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're going to be doing the weekly shorts here for week number 7. Week 7. I apologize for last week, though, not uploading. Wasn't in the greatest mood when I recorded, but I did get all the author medals. And we're going to take a look at those right now so you can see what went on. But yeah, wasn't in the greatest mood, came through in the commentary, and I just figured it was probably just best not to upload that. But I did get some decent placements. And again, got all the authors. I think going forward, we're going to look at all the world records going forward here. This one, only about half a second behind. Yeah, really didn't do too bad here. A little bit wide at the end. I didn't perform the best no slides on that one, but 27. I did hear there were some bug slides on this one, which probably resulted in my time being way off here. 1.4 seconds. Yeah, I heard there was a bug slide here. Yep, certainly. What about this part here? Ooh, okay. Back tire bug slide, and then just keeping the gears, and luckily for them, they kept speed there at the end and did not get a slowdown, but they landed pretty far on their side. This one here, only a second off on Desert Car. Unless I miss something here, it's just going to be straight up driving. There were two different options that I took on this one. One was going through that tree part on the left side. There was a route here going up to the left side of this tree, but I also was trying to go through this way as well, which they were kind of the same, honestly. But not a bad track, just kind of just is what it is, a normal track. Same goes for this one. This one, very close times here. They did fix this, because I did see the times here were messed up. There's someone with a 3-second time. But yeah, not much really to say about this one. It's really just kind of hoping you get good enough bounces to avoid the little bit of penalty grass sections, and that's pretty much it. You know, I came in about 3,000th place, but only was like, what? Only about 0.3 behind there. And then we had this one by Aries, which was a pretty challenging track. Wasn't all that much fun, honestly. We got Susui here with a 29-1. Can't say I really learned what trick to perform here. It was like just no slides, really. As best as you can get them. I actually had a lead there, but... Well, actually, I went for a bug slide there as well. I could never get that corner well, so I ended up just going for bug slides, and it worked decently well. Not the greatest option there, but I just could not get anything going on that corner. I always, like, lost the gear, was super slow, so yeah. I ended up just kind of cutting this corner here, which gave you a little bit of a bounce, then you could bug slide. Wasn't all that fast, but it certainly helped me getting that author. But week number 7. I will say going into this week, I am going to be kind of adjusting my expectations for the shorts tracks. So I feel like I was expecting something that they may not be. So it feels like the community kind of just wants like track of the day quality tracks. Just shorter, which is not really what I was expecting. I was expecting more like lull style tracks, I suppose, stuff with like tricks and unique things that you could possibly do, but again, it seems like that's not what the community at large really is wanting right now. We'll see, maybe they'll evolve, but again, here on this one, it seems like we kind of just got a normal track. A lot of this one is going to be like how low of a jump you can get there. Can you full speed this? Oh, you can, but that could be dangerous. I am rocking and rolling all over the place, but somehow got it cleanly, and that is going to get us the author time there. But only 11,000 with that, which means I feel like I could be missing something. Unless this just didn't upload or update, I should say. But no, still 11,000. That was a pretty clean run, it felt like. No way to really cut anything here, unless you could jump through that, possibly, instead of going high. You have to go this way because there's no way you can do anything otherwise. Yeah, I don't know. I guess just maybe a little bit cleaner lap here. We could try that cut on the half pipe and see what happens. If we can even get through here. Yeah, I don't think that's possible because you end up just jumping too low here. Maybe we can go up one higher. This is even tighter gap, but no, you're gonna hit the edge there every time. So yeah, it doesn't look like anything too crazy here. I mean, I guess our best bet is jumping straight down into that. But I don't know if you can have enough speed for that either. Like, even if you jump off at the highest point here, you end up a little short. That was a crazy good jump. Guess we're just gonna take it straight. A little bit of penalty sand. Huh. I mean, that was about as clean as I feel like I get that. Like, I feel like I have to be missing something, right? And there's no way cutting here is faster. That's way too much penalty sand to cross. I got such an insane low jump that I don't feel like I can get much more speed out of that. The penalty sand really didn't slow me down all that much. I doubt I even lost 1/10 of a second on that. I feel like the only way to gain speed there is landing directly in that slope. But I just don't think you can really get enough speed to make that possible. And that's about as much as I can get here. And of course I get to slow down. I guess, yeah, it's definitely possible to make it, but very, very tight. I think that might be the strat there too. Yeah. Okay, so you gotta bonk the wall low. So you get an earlier landing on the other parts. Then you gotta jump high and just hope you have enough speed. That's gonna be way too big of a bounce. I touched there? Really? I felt like I had plenty of room. Dang. Too high again, but we'll see what happens. Man, it feels like completely luck-based. Because you're always just a tiny bit short, it feels like. Flipped a little bit. I think I'm going to be slow here. Yeah, -5. Bad time turn as well. Okay, that was good. Not gonna get that booster though, which is pretty brutal. So we gotta release a little bit if we get a clean landing, or jump to the side a bit. That is so annoying. Like, you gotta be hugging that wall, but then, like, you gotta be, like, perfectly straight as well. Otherwise, you're either gonna hit the first wall or the one where you land. Really, dude? I feel like I couldn't have done much better than that. I was basically as high as I could possibly get there. Nah, I had too much momentum going down. Damn. Like, it's hard to make this, like, super micro adjustment to stay close to this wall. How is that a slowdown, though? How? Dude. Like, it's insane how that results in a slowdown. I just don't get it. That's why I hate, like, ramp cuts and stuff. Like, it's so random when you land, like, even the slightest amount on the side of your wheel, whether or not you get that slowdown. Like, I barely was even sideways there, and it's like, nope, sorry, all your speed now magically gone. Nope, too low. I mean, whatever our next PB is here, we're going to take it. We already spent a decent amount of time here. So hopefully we can get one soon. I feel like we should have had one already, but we got screwed so many times. A lot of speed here. A little bit of booster. Only a 10th off. I mean, I said I was going to take it. It's a good track. I like the little start trick, but everything else, I mean, there's not really much to it. I feel like there's a little bit of luck involved in this one as well, but decent track. All right, next up, sub 20 is Sunken Castle. Again, Crepitus gets a second weekly shorts in 3 weeks. That's a bug slide. Oh, maybe I should see the rest of the track before I just start going for the tricks. All right, let's see what we got. More bug sliding. Maybe some gear management, hard to say. Then just a jump to the finish. Okay. It's gonna be kind of an annoying one there at the start. So you don't really see all that well this corner. Maybe that's not a bug slide because you have too much speed. AT here was 22.54. We already beat that one. All right. Anything we could possibly be missing here? Got the opening bug slide. Where's the first checkpoint? First checkpoint's there, but I don't see any world in which you can cut up to that. Be a crazy cut if you could possibly do it. What about driving backwards off anything? Nope. Maybe taking the track in reverse. Doesn't seem possible. So bug slide to start. Here you get enough speed, so I think you just take this smooth. And then just jump to the finish. Yeah, I mean, not much to this one either. We could also check to see if maybe this is not a bug slide. But I kind of doubt it. Horrible gearing. Now there's really no way to catch up. Alright, you know, just another sort of simplest track here. The gearing out of that bug slide is pretty nasty. Gearing everywhere here seems kind of nasty, honestly. Needs some momentum already going left there, otherwise pretty hard turn to make cleanly. Like if you're just straight there, can't really make the turn in time. I was gonna check. Oops. I'm gonna check this checkpoint here. Like, would you be able to jump like over that way? Maybe. Problem is, you'd be having to do a bug slide maybe, or a nose bug. There's not really much room to work with. Once you do land, you're just gonna immediately hit that wall. But I do think that's going to be faster, actually. Like, even if you do hit the wall, you get so far ahead. No! Oh my god, 2 seconds ahead there. Okay, well, we got the strats. Whether or not we can actually perform another bug slide like we just had there, I don't know. We did not hit anything and it was perfect. That's going to be hard to replicate, I feel. I do think it would be interesting, like, people could set, like, fake ATs. Like, obviously, like, this one here, it kind of seems like maybe the route I took is what they were aiming for. But it also could be a setup, like, obviously, this route that I'm taking now is going to be faster. So you could kind of bait people into thinking like, hey, this is the correct route. The AT is basically this. It's got to be right. But it's not right. So fake ATs could certainly be a play. I'm glad I caught this this cut here. I would have been upset with myself if I didn't look again. But alright, nice track. Probably one of the better ones we've had in some time, I feel. The bug slide is going to be probably a very commonly used tactic by a lot of people. I mean, it's one of very few tricks I feel that are like just doable. Nose bugs are hard to set up and a little bit inconsistent, I feel. I feel like I'm also saying I feel a lot. But yeah, bug slides are probably the most accessible kind of bug. Nose bug second to that, but again, they're hard to set up and a little bit inconsistent. There's not much else. Uber bugs are just not accessible at all. There's no way any track is going to have an Uber bug, unless it's a complete accident. Of course, the first time I went for this is like the best one I had. Half the problem there is my first gear up seemed to take forever to get. Such a late entry to that. Yeah. I think I'm gonna leave it at that. Pretty upset with my time there, though. Good track, though. Best one we've had in some time, like I said. Alright, now we got Hurt by Prudo. Don't like the sounds of that. We got we had Fragile from the start. I didn't even realize that. I don't have the pop-ups on. Okay, already up to 2,000 with that. Very, very basic track. I mean, obviously not a whole lot to really say here. Question is, you want to, like, send this one? It's hard to say. Maybe you don't. What's that noise? I'm going crazy, or is there, like, a, cricket noise? Oh, no. Oh, that's the fragile block noise, I believe. It's just constantly repeating itself while you're sitting in it. Never heard that before. Oh, did I touch that pole? Dang, it's... a little too cautious on that one. I think just sending it on the last one is probably the best option. It takes too long to kind of set up going over the hill there. Damn. I mean, these you can kind of risk a lot and then hope you don't get a penalty from the fragile, which... I don't know. Fragile is an interesting block. I just don't know how it can be used effectively with how much randomness it kind of has on whether or not you get a penalty from it. Like, sometimes you can land completely flat and perfectly fine, but you'll get a massive penalty from it. And other times you won't, so... it's not really a block you can use... really... any competitive style track. Like, it's fine for something like this, I suppose, but I would not be wanting to be the one to hunt a top time here. I think it would be pretty damn annoying, especially if there is any trick that requires you to get airtime. We're already 1,300 here. Go for another couple PBs, maybe, depending on how long it takes to get them. I feel like we should be able to easily get something here. Yeah, I think definitely just eating yourself at the end there. A more inside line would also be useful. This one you want to be wide here so you can get as much speed through that one. And slow down there. And screw it up. Oh, damn. Shouldn't have gotten a penalty for that, but too slow now. Can make up a lot of time at the end. We got such a bad bounce, and going to like the middle of the finish as well was not great. Well, not even a great one there either. Yeah, not much else to say on this one either. You found what you got to do, basically, unless there's some other weird thing to do. But considering I'm already top 1,000 here, I don't really think I'm missing all that much. All right, nice bounce there. That only got us to 700. 0.2 off. Yeah, this one's just all about how much you want to risk going over these hills. Slightly too much speed and you lose the grip. I don't even think fragile here would make much of a difference because you're gonna probably want to take these the same no matter what. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the world record on this one is just sending a lot of things, and especially in the later half of the track. And hoping they don't get much penalty from the fragile. It's gonna be a slow ending. Dang it. Would have been a pretty big PB if I didn't get airtime on that last part. I was hoping for one more PB here, but even despite some bad sections, it's tough to get a little bit off here. It's so easy to just get tiny little bit off. And just go flying. Like at this point I have to risk like every single time. I think cutting those poles might be a good bet. No. Damn, that was a great start. You get so much more speed there into the finish. 0.8 off. Alright, we got another PB. That's kind of what I was looking for. No thumbs up or thumbs down for me on that one. Interesting track. Not the most special in the world, but it was fine. Alright, so next up, Biba Bidiboop. Alright, interesting name there. Wet wheels pipe. I almost made that first try. AT is 23.7. Seems like the end of the pipes are going to be the worst. There's no checkpoints here either. Well, there's 2 checkpoints. Missed the first one, I suppose. This one is not going to be very fun, I'll tell you that. I'll say if I get the author on this one, I'm going to be moving on immediately. $20.3. Like, you have to make it across the pipes, like, perfectly. I'm surprised that grass doesn't wet or dry your tires. This, dude, that pipe is so ass. And then you want a plastic bounce flick into the finish. I don't know about that. Like, you pretty much already have to full speed across every single pipe section here, and then you want a random plastic bounce to the finish. Maybe a little bit too far. Doesn't help that the pipes are just not lined up at all. Like, every single time you land on the grass, you're way off. Have to overcorrect in order to get to the other one, and then your entrance is really bad. The end just feels so random. Like, I'm surprised I even got to that point without falling off, but requiring that plastic bounce is crazy. I don't know why I can't make that now. It keeps, like, bumping me off right at the corner. Yeah, I don't know about this finish. Like, the rest of the track is kind of fine. This finish is not it. Alright, pray we get this. No, why would we? Nah, I thought I was gonna get way faster. That water slowed me down so much. I didn't even want to go for the flip. I felt like if I just got a bad bounce, it would cost me more time. I don't even know what happened at the start here either, where I somehow had a lot more speed. All right, we got AT, 1500th place. Yeah, I don't know about that one. The end is just really, really bad there. All right, final track, Gazan by El Shrab. It's the final track, right? I don't know where I'm meant to be going. I'm just going. Okay. Oh, there's a finish. Okay. Interesting. So. No way to skip that, I believe. Here we want to go left. Let's cut the grass, I bet. Jump here. Yeah, I really just want to get as much road as possible. Jump there, here, take the same path, down, finish. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Definitely want to take this smooth here to get as much speed as you can. Okay, well, thought it was to the right for some reason. Maybe you just want to go straight through this. Not take that jump. We get more penalty grass here, but get to that spot much cleaner. Want to get off the grass as much as possible there. Grab this, go over here. And get to the finish. I don't know. Let's try this part again. Maybe go here so you can come back this way. Or not. We have way more speed there. A lot of airtime, which is what you want, but not a great line. Less correction there as well would be great. I kept going way too far over to the right. And had to correct back to the left, which costed a bunch of time. Yeah, I bet you want to cut through those trees there. Of course, I had the tree, of course. And there's no other place to really jump here, right? Like, you pretty much have to go here. From there, unless you can go like this way, but no, that's all penalty grass, so there's no way. You could jump over to this way, which I didn't see earlier. I suppose we could give that a shot. I don't know, we were a little bit behind already, but they seem basically even. Unless there's a way to get over there earlier. Let's take a look. I mean, you could get over there earlier. by going immediately this way, but this is so much penalty grass that there's no way. Also, since this is raised up, you get contact with this earlier, so I think just going kind of direct route there is basically it. Ah, of course, there's a double tree. It's pretty slow, I think. Alright, that's AT. What did that? Got us up to 3,000. Wasn't the cleanest run, but it was alright. I feel like a lot of stuff is just going to come from this part right here. How much speed you can keep out of that section. So, I mean, look at that. Not the greatest end there. Went way too wide. Even that little amount gave us an extra, like, 500 spots. Alright. Not many more attempts here. Really not much else to see, honestly. Just, like, what can I do in this middle part to maybe get some extra speed? Alright. I think I'll take that. It's still not the greatest time in the world, but I just don't really see what else is left to do on this track other than to, like, grind for minuscule amounts of time. Like, this is not worth it. It gets you so much extra airtime that you're already behind, I feel. Here, I just don't think I'm missing really much. The only other thing is this route here, but I think this is just too slow. Because it's way out of the way. Get way more airtime before you land, so I don't think that's worth it. So yeah, I might be missing something on that one. I'm really not sure, but there's all the authors for week 7. Overall, not the worst set of tracks there. I did enjoy it much more than last week's tracks, that's for sure. I think track 32 was probably by far my favorite one this week. Followed by 31, 33, 35, 34. 34 wouldn't have been all that bad if it wasn't for that risky finish ending, which I never got a single time. Where do we rank in the club here? Not the greatest. I'm surprised my time was not as great on track 31. I feel like I did a decent job there, but I guess not. I mean, I feel like I did decent everywhere, but my times weren't that great, but it is what it is. I mean, I am a day late, so people have grinded these much longer than I have at this point. But yeah, overall, a decent set of tracks. Certainly better than last week, like I said. And is it better than the week 1 community tracks? Honestly, probably. So yeah, not bad at all. But that's it for the Week 7 Discovery. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have not done so already, please like the video and subscribe. And I hope to see you all here next week with the Week 8 tracks.